Hey guys, Duke here, and today I'm going to be talking about how to solo the Master Lost Sector in Bunker E15 on Europa. For this Lost Sector, there are Barrier and Overload champions, the Match Game and Locked Equipment modifiers that are in all Master Lost Sectors, as well as Attrition. Attrition makes it so that you will regain your health extremely slowly, unless you pick up one of the little orbs that enemies will drop from time to time when killing them. Having some sort of healing of your own, such as in my case Healing Rift, can help to counteract this effect. But even without any healing, you may just need to take some parts a little bit slower to wait to heal a bit before engaging. My loadout for Bunker E15 included Long Shadow as my kinetic, Last Perdition as my anti-barrier pulse, and Anarchy as my heavy. There are only void shields in this Lost Sector, so having some sort of void to break those shields will certainly be helpful. I also decided to run Stasis as my subclass, due to the Duskfield grenade being so large and lasting so long, especially when combined with the Whisper of Durant's Fragment. There are quite a few Overload champions in this Lost Sector, so combining this grenade with Thermal Overload, which allows my Stasis grenades to disrupt Overload champions, and Surge Eater, which gives me my grenade back every time I disrupt a champion, allows for me to spam use my grenades to take down the Overloads much easier. As with every Master Lost Sector, I am also running Protective Light for the extra survivability. As a reminder, Protective Light allows you to take 50% damage reduction for 6 seconds when your health goes red, assuming you have a stack of Charge with Light. I am also running Taking Charge as my way to become Charged with Light when picking up Orbs of Power. The one thing I am not running here that I would suggest if you can is to run a bit higher Discipline. There is a point at the end where I miss my grenade on an overload, and waiting a minute and 57 seconds for it to come back feels pretty bad. Or, just don't miss your grenade in the first place. When you first spawn in, you will have an Overload captain underneath you, as well as a few Dregs and Vandals. I would highly suggest getting rid of every enemy that you can first before dealing with the Overload. This first area is a bit of an awkward angle, especially if the captain goes further back in the room and can actually see you, so just take your time taking things out, and then make your way to finishing off the captain. For the rest of the Lost Sector, using your Braytech bots as cover can make this Lost Sector pretty simple. For the next 2 rooms, just break out the Braytech bots out of their lock and move forward while killing the few enemies in your path. When you get to the next open room, there are a few key enemies to go after. There will be a few Sniper Hobgoblins above you that can hurt really bad, so I would suggest to get those first if you have an angle on them. Also, make sure to break out any of the Braytech bots that you can, so they can help take on some aggro and also assist in killing enemies for you. When you get the text, "A champion has appeared," there will be 2 anti-barrier hobgoblins, one on your left path and one on the right, that spawn in. There will also be a Cyclops that spawns kind of between the 2 paths. I would suggest killing the Cyclops first so that it doesn't snipe you with a splash damage attack when you least expect it. Then, just make sure to have most or all of the little enemies gone before dealing with each anti-barrier one at a time. Also note that these hobgoblins hurt, and can still attack you with their shields up, so make sure to be careful when breaking their shields to stun them. Once they are stunned, you can be a little bit less careful and go for the kills, but it's something I've noticed people forget often, and even myself, that just because they have a shield that you can't shoot through without anti-barrier, it does not mean that they can't shoot you. Once you clear out the rest of this room, you will be in the boss room. There will be a total of 3 Overload Minotaurs that spawn during this fight. Other than the Minotaurs and the Wyverns, there isn't too many difficult enemies. Between tagging the boss with your Anarchy and letting the Braytech bots take some aggro as well as do some damage, this boss fight is not too bad. However, like I said earlier, just don't miss your grenade on the Minotaur like I did, and I might have actually missed twice, but nobody needs to know that. Other than the user error of missing my grenades, this Lost Sector is not too bad, and once everything is dead, you can go ahead and open up the chest to get your loot. Thank you so much for watching another one of my solo Master Lost Sector guides. If you enjoyed, or it helped you in any way, please consider liking the video and subscribing if you are new. And as always, have a wonderful day.